Hello, it's Jenny Jen the Plant Friend coming to you today with a video where I'm going to spotlight my Philodendron collection. And wow, when I decided to do this, I went around the house and wrote down all of my philodendrons and it blew my mind. I did not know I had that many. So this is going to be an interesting video. Some are too cumbersome to move, so I'm going to take you guys to the plants as opposed to bringing all the plants here. And there's one, I'm pretty sure it's a philodendron, but I'm not sure. So and I didn't look it up, but anyway, I'm calling it a philodendron, so we'll see. So without further ado, let's get started with this video. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of my first-time viewers. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm Jenny Jen, the Plant Friend. I love plants. Thank you for clicking on my video today. And for my returning subscribers and viewers, welcome back. Good to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. I am really enjoying sharing everything with you guys. So thanks again for coming along on this journey with me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I did grab a few that are in my reach. And so we're going to start with those, and then I'll bring more in, or we'll figure it out as we go. We're going to do that kind of thing. So the first one I'm going to spotlight is my Philodendron Micans. I hope I don't get these names wrong either. I love this little plant, but I really want larger leaves. I love the velvety leaves. Now this is one that I've had since 2020. It was a little guy, I think like a 4-inch pot. And as you can see, she has grown. That's all of her. But again, the velvety leaves, it reminds me of the Rugosum, but a smaller version of that. And it has the red backing, or kind of a brownish backing to the leaves. And it is a prolific grower. It's an easy care plant. It doesn't take a whole lot. I think this one is actually in leca, and while I have her down, I'll check her, which looks like she needs some nutrients, so we'll leave her down to give her some. And so I have her trellised up. It's a trailing plant, and I love that about them. I'm just so pest conscious these days. Okay. So that's the first one. The second one is, I've struggled with this plant, but I love her anyway. And this is my Philodendron. I call it mamei, but that maybe not, I might not be pronouncing that correctly. But for some reason, this is a propagation. This is a top cutting. What I did was I propagated this plant because, and the baby is doing fine, but because all of the leaves were coming out torn in the exact same spot. As you can see on this leaf, it is on this one, it's on this one. Well, since I propagated her, I think I broke that cycle, because this is the newest leaf, and it is the largest, and it has minimum damage. The one that came right before that one is this one, and she's perfect. There's nothing nothing on, no tears or anything like that. I'm just always checking for pests again. And then this is the one, the original one. Well, actually, that's the one I just showed you. So there's 3 that are torn, and we have a growth point there. So she's about to put something else out. So this, again, guys, the Philodendron mamei. She's in pond. She is in a self-watering pot, and she is doing awesome. The next plant is so, oh my goodness, I really want this plant to survive, thrive. Well, I want all my plants to thrive. But anyway, this is my Florida Ghost. And it was a cutting my husband purchased for me. I showed it in a video a couple months ago. I just got this one large leaf here is all I had. And but since then, she's put out another vine over here. And I've lost one leaf. This one I had too close to the grow light, so sorry. And then this is the newest leaf that's unfurled. So of course these two were together, so that's grow light damage there. But she's putting out a new leaf, guys, here. And I love the way it comes out really ghostly like, pale leaves, and then they fade to this darker green here. I'm really trying to work with this plant. I really want her to do well, but we've had some struggles. I think this was one of the ones that had thrifts. I wrote down all of the plants that had them so I can constantly keep a check on them to make sure there's no returning or no eggs or no larvae, no anything. But she seems to be doing much better now. If I could just keep her away from the grow light, and I think she'll thrive. So that's the Florida Ghost. And next, this guy, when I first started in 2020 really collecting plants, I've always had plants again, but when I really started collecting plants, I saw this one at Lowe's and I just fell in love with her. She was a tiny little guy, and now she's too big, she won't even fit in the frame. So wait, let me take out my little garden butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? But it's not about you today, it's about the plants, so let's put her down. I'm gonna try, I'll just take you to her actually. So what she looks like is, she starts here, and goes all the way down there. I do have her in a cococoya pole, trying to get larger leaves. I love the variegation on the leaves, and I love how sometimes you'll get these minty leaves on her. She is still in soil. A lot of my larger plants are in soil, but she's doing very well. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, that half moon leaf? I mean, it's just the surprises that you get with this plant. I love, love, love her. So I have propagated her, and I have a couple places where I propagated her, and the propagations are doing well also. Okay, and so that again is the Philodendron Brasil. And then the next plant is directly behind me. And that is my Philodendron Silversword. This guy also had thrifts. She's in pond. She's doing well. She's making a comeback. She has lots of new growth points. I love this is the narrow form. There's a wide form apparently and a narrow form. And but look, this is new. This whole section is new. I think this leaf is new. I know that this one, and then she's putting out leaves behind here. So she's doing good. I just, again, anytime they've had them, I just keep a close watch. So the Philodendron Silversword. And then let's see if I have any more philodendrons behind me before I move. And I do not. Oh, not so. This one is a Philodendron Burle Marx Fantasy. Actually, I'm going to have to take you guys to her. I thought I could move her out. So this one is the one that came damaged, and they sent me a new plant, another plant, but she's hanging in there. Again, the Silversword, I'm sorry, not Silversword, the Burle Marx Fantasy. And then I have on the very top there, I have my Philodendron Goeldii, something. Anyway, she puts out these 5 leaves type things, and so I'm going to double check her for thrifts. She got 2 new growth points there coming in, and so we're excited about that. This at the very top there, so I don't have to take her down. Let's just go ahead and get a glimpse of her. My Gloriosum, my girl. Look at that new leaf she's about to unfurl. It's going to be huge. You can see how big it is even there. But this is the latest leaf that look how big that is. So the Gloriosum. Now, guys, this is my propagation. I'll show you the mother plant. The mother plant has 3 leaves, barely hanging in there. But anyway, I propagated it, and this one took off, and the mother plant just stalled. This one also had thrifts. I'll have to check her. This is a propagation of my Philodendron Pink Princess, and I'll show you the mama plant. But again, this one had thrifts, so keep an eye out on her as well. So that's another philodendron. And then, let's see if we have any more on this. No. Okay, we don't have any more on this shelf, so we're gonna turn and go, oh, right here, we'll stop here. This is my Philodendron Pastazana, and this guy puts out nice big leaves. I have her up on a moss pole there, and this newest leaf didn't come out well, so we're going to be checking her for pests, but there is another growth point, so we're happy about that. As spring comes in, things are starting to bloom. So let's see. I didn't want to move. This is another propagation from the Pink Princess Philodendron. This one is my, that I'm air layering here, is my Painted Lady. I love the leaves when they come out with that striking pattern on the leaves there. So this is, again, the Painted Lady, and I'm air layering her because I'm planning to chop her down because I lost a lot of bottom leaves, different reasons. I don't think it was necessarily thrift damage. I think it was just because this one also had thrifts. Well, that's the Painted Lady. And then in the back there, the nice tall one, my Brandtianum, when I got it, it was down to here. I put it on this moss pole to try and encourage larger leaves. I get every other one, and now it's outgrown, so I think it's time to propagate this one and maybe make a fuller plant or something. But she goes up to there, the Brandtianum, Philodendron Brandtianum. And let's see, that's it for this side. In the cabinet, I don't have, oh, a baby Pink Princess I have there. That's one that my husband bought for me. But on this side, I have the Philodendron Florida, not ghosts or anything, just the Philodendron Florida. And I'm watching her because I think she had thrifts, I think. And I didn't see any more, but the way the leaves are looking. And then she just gave me this beautiful, huge leaf here. And then she's putting out another one there. And then over here, this is the Philodendron Pedatum, which all of these look alike. The Florida, this one, I think it's Pedatum, Philodendron Pedatum. And so that's that one. And then here I have my Philodendron Squamiferum, I think that's how you pronounce that one. Just transferred her to a terracotta pot. Underneath here, I have my Philodendron Birkins, and I'm just checking that leaf. I love these half moon, interesting leaves that this one puts out. I think it's okay. But anyway, this is the Birkins, Philodendron Birkins. This guy in the back here, this is a Congo red, I think. And this plant has been a lot of drama with this plant. It had some kind of fungus disease, as you can see the spots on the leaves. And then it just gives me these dull leaves. I need to check it, but they're not spotted anymore. So I don't know. I mean, I think she's okay, but we'll probably spray her down. She is in leca, and I'm thinking about putting her in soil. I'm looking to change some of the plants to soil. So that's that one. And then one last philodendron in this room, and that's my, actually I have several more, but this one is the Philodendron Mamie. I love the large leaves. I love the plants with the And she's giving me a new leaf there, guys. And a new growth point there. So she's new to my collection. I've had her, I think maybe a couple months I've had her. And then in the plastic, this is typically where I put rehab plants, or when I was winterizing some of my plants, this is the plastic greenhouse that I decided to keep. Keeps pretty good humidity in there. I need to get a fan for this one. But this is my philodendron, one that I purchased from Ecogenera. And this one is called the Rugosum. And she's given a new leaf there, guys. And both of those are new leaves. And she's got a third one coming in. So she finally acclimated. She is still in perlite, and I'm about to pot her up, as that'll be part of my plant chore for the week. So I'll just leave her out so that I'll make sure I get to her. And then at the bottom here, this one was sold to me as a it was supposed to be a El Chaco red, but it's called a Juvenile or something, and it has the red backing like the El Chaco red. This is the newest leaf, so I'm not sure. And look, guys, there's a growth point. Yay, we love that. So again, this is we're going to call her the El Chaco red because that's what she was supposed to be. So and maybe that's the new name of the El Chaco red, not sure. Actually, I have my philodendron. This is the mama plant, the Philodendron Burle Marx. And this guy has been through several, had spider mites, I think that's it. But I propagated her, and next to her is one of the babes that I'm actually propagating for my sister. And this plant really could stand to be potted up too, so I need to take it out. But when I'm propagating, I really don't like to pot up the plants. I like to just kind of give them to them rooted so that you can have a part in your plant's life. So we'll see what I'm going to do about that, because it does well in water. Okay, and in the cabinet here, I have my Philodendron Melanochrysum. This plant, I don't know, just has struggled, has not done well. I think I'm ready to take her out of the cabinet. I've had her in the cabinet since I've had her, and this, like, I've lost quite a few leaves. I'm down to like 4. They're kind of faded. They're not like really close to grow lights or anything, but that's just the look that I get with this plant. But this is the Mama Pink Princess. This is the most beautiful leaf I got out of her, which was a half moon. But as you can see, I think it's time to, well, I gotta wet the moss there, but yeah. And so she's still growing. She's soon to outgrow the cabinet. But that's the Philodendron Pink Princess Mama plant. And then in the back there, look at that beautiful leaf there. This is my Philodendron Camposportoanum, I could never say it, but anyway, that's what that, look at that leaf. I know we're not doing anthuriums today, but she's just showing out. Let's slide her over. So that's the philodendron there. And so I have 3 in this cabinet. And I have the philodendron over here. I have the philodendron. This is the Philodendron Moonlight. And this guy was very small as well, and she is just doing lovely. I think I've had this one a couple years, and she had some pests, and we sprayed her down really good, and she did well and made a comeback. This one is a philodendron. This one I got from Ecogenera. It's called a Rugosum, and it seems to be doing okay. This guy had thrift as well. I had such a bad infestation this year. Was my first time dealing with that, and I hated, hated. But this is a philodendron as well. And then let's see, any other philodendrons in this room? Well, we do have my large philodendron. This one is philodendron Congo Rojo. This is the large. This is the big girl. She's about to give a new leaf, guys. I love that. Some of the older leaves are leaving us, but she's putting out new growth, so that's always a good thing. And then let's see what else, any other philodendrons we have. This is my, I love this girl here. My philodendron, Burle Marx Fantasy. I'm sorry, Burle Marx Variegata, not Fantasy, the Variegata. And this girl, oh my goodness, she had thrifts. This is the second round of thrifts, and I think I see more. So I sprayed her yesterday. I'm keeping her isolated, and I'm gonna spray her down again today. But I love the variegation. Look at that half moon about to unfurl. I unfurled it a little, and there was some thrifts up in there, and I got them out, and just have to check the backs of everything. But so that's her. And then this is the baby mamei that I was saying that I propagated. Yeah, these plants are all in quarantine. This is another plant, this philodendron. This is my jungle boogie. Philodendron jungle boogie. Thrifts again. That's why she's in this room. Let's see, any other philodendrons in here? I think that's it. Oh, this is philodendron Macaulay. But it has like the different color. Oh, don't touch, no touching. She had thrifts as well. Just why she's isolated. And newest to my collection is the Philodendron White Princess. Only been here for a couple days. This leaf looks like it's yellowing. I'm not happy about that. But she is putting out a new leaf, so, and then this one still looks good, and then the half moon one is still looking well. So she's a babe, and she's new to the collection. So Philodendron White Princess. She's in the IKEA greenhouse cabinet just trying to get acclimated to the space. Wow, guys. Okay, well, thank you for allowing me to share my philodendron collection with you guys. I didn't realize how many I had until I decided to do this video, and I know I said that in the beginning. But I want to thank you again for making it to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment. Really, comment. Just leave a comment. Give it a thumbs up. Something. It helps my channel, and I appreciate it. So thank you, please. I will see you in the next one. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.